Hey everybody, Summer here from KokodaCaravans. I am going to tell you today about our single axle Digger 2. It is our couples van, off-road, off-grid. It is the longest of our single axle vans, and I'm really excited to tell you about this van for a few reasons. One, we have just released this stunning new color. It's sandy taupe. I know, right? Pretty good looking. But also, I'm going to tell you as well about the off-road and off-grid capabilities of this van. And mainly I want you to notice when I'm going through this, we're going to talk about the off-grid pack that we've currently got on this van because it's pretty exciting. It has a lot of good offerings on it. So let's start at the front and go through the van, shall we? Come on. Okay, so we're going to start at the front of our Digger 2, and as I mentioned in the opening, we do have an off-grid pack on that and some few extra features that I will point out as we go through. Starting with the front of the van, we've got our DO35 articulated hitch. It's great for a few reasons. Super easy to use. As I said, articulated, goes left, right, up and down, meaning a really great tow and a great safety feature. If the van were to tip over, it doesn't take the tow vehicle with it. Behind that, sitting on top of our 6-inch Australian steel chassis, is our handbrake, our breakaway system. So if the van comes uncoupled from the tow vehicle, it will come safely to a stop. 90-degree jockey wheel, super easy to use. Our stone mesh guard here to protect the van from rocks and things that might kick up on your amazing adventures. 2 9-kilo gas bottles sitting just above the tray on the A-frame. You'll notice on our big toolbox here we've got that tank. That is for the diesel heater that's a part of the off-grid pack. And just below that is the water tap. Great for getting the dust and dirt off your shoes. Now you'll notice on this van I have optioned on this really bright overhead spotlight. I like this because if you've ever hitched up at night and you don't have a light on your tow vehicle, that baby is going to come in handy. So if we move around to the side of the van here, on the front of the A-frame, we've got our large toolbox. This is awesome. A lot of companies don't offer a toolbox like this. This is standard on ours. On the non-awning side, the slide is identical. It just doesn't have the 12-volt point. The 12-volt point on this side is for your slide-out fridge or freezer, and of course on the non-awning side is where you'd pop your generator. So at the front of the van, just above our sturdy drop-down legs, and our gas bayonet here, which sits outside the awning arm, you're going to notice there's 2 more spouts down there. What's that for? Check this out. We have optioned on a large Dometic slide-out kitchen on our Digger 2. And I promise you, you are going to be popular if you rock up to a camp spot and whip this baby out. So we've got a 3-burner cooktop on it. We've got our sink here and a prep area. This is such a cool feature. We do offer a range of outdoor barbecue and kitchen options. So you just have a chat with us and we can talk about which one you like. Now above that, with the off-grid pack that I keep mentioning, we have a light above our tunnel boot, and you'll notice that this one, as opposed to the ones that are on the annex part here, under the awning, this is amber. They all go white and amber. This is just great to keep the bugs away when you're trying to enjoy the party and not the mozzies. Okay, in our outdoor entertaining area of the Digger 2, we've got a picnic table that drops down. This is where you mount your 24-inch smart TV, which comes with the off-grid pack. Without the off-grid pack, it's just your standard TV. And you can plug that in here to 12-volt or 240 just there. And we've got our light-up handle and our 2 awning lights just here. And again, as I said before, those will both go to amber to keep the bugs away when you don't want them, and nice big awning to protect you. So at the entry to our Digger 2, we've got a really strong, sturdy step. Nothing is going to feel unsecure about this when you take a step into your new Digger 2. That lights up. We've just got the switch there at the entrance of the door. Light up handle, super handy at nighttime if you've got no light pollution. And our door, of course, is your 3-way. So we can have it just as fully open, close that off and have security screen and your midgie mesh, or we can fully lock the van up just by closing the door there. So around the back of our Digger 2, we've got, as a standard, our dual jerry can holders, 20-liter jerry can holders there. You got to get your own jerry cans. I got these because they match the sandy taupe color. Yeah, the full-size spare tire is great. We've got our checker plating that goes around the entire circumference of the van. And just up there, again, as a part of the off-grid pack, is your reverse camera. Super handy when you're backing into places like this, when you're really buttoned up next to the river. Want to be safe. Okay, I'm going to take you through the non-awning side of our Digger 2 now, and we're going to start at the back here with the very, very scary cassette, so where you empty your dummy. Now I'm kidding, of course, this is not very scary. Even if you're new to it, I promise you, really, really simple. Pop your chemicals in there, let it do its thing, pull your cassette out, get your handle, and just, you know, pretend like you're headed to the airport with your carry-on luggage, right? No, it is really simple. It's a 5-minute exercise, guys. Easiest thing about the van, really. Pop it back in, Bob's your uncle. So if we keep going down here, you'll notice I've optioned on a gray water tank on our Digger. Now, as a standard, we do provide you with a portable gray water tank. It's a 40 liter. Why do I like the portable gray water tanks? I'm very glad you asked that question, so I'll tell you. It's because when you're parked up someplace like this, on a beach where you've got water flowing out, you might not be able to empty your gray water tank, and you don't really want to pack up your van, do you, to have to go and empty your tank. So that portable comes in super, super handy. But like I say, if you want to option that on like we did here, easy. That's a 90 liter tank. We can do that for you, no problem. Just going back here next to the tank, we've got our mains where you would connect your water. So if you're at a holiday park and you don't want to be accessing your tank water, just plug that in. Super, super easy. Don't forget to turn off your water pump. So let's talk suspension. We're running here a 3-ton Tuff Ride suspension. What does that mean? Well, you couple that with these great all-terrain tires. We're going to take you to some pretty cool places. But with that 3-ton suspension, you can pack 750 kilos worth of payload in this van, which is a lot of stuff. So if you fill your Digger with that much, I am going to be very, very impressed. Well, filling that, you could add some water to it. So we've got 2 110 liter freshwater tanks. That's a lot of water to get you away going off grid, which you're going to want. Now you'll notice up here I've also optioned on another spotlight on the non-awning side of the van. This is great when you're in the middle of nowhere and again you've got no light pollution. So with our off-grid pack, we option on 150 amp hours of lithium battery coupled with 400 watts of solar. Again, when you want to go away and not be around the crowds and the people and the fuss and the noise, that's how you do it. So now this is your ventilation system for your 28 liter gas and electric hot water. It does work great. I've certainly soaped my hair up in a nice hot shower. It feels more like you're taking away a little hotel on wheels sometimes than it does a caravan. This is the other side of our tunnel boot where you saw the kitchen pull out of. So you can imagine how much real estate is in there when you've got that giant kitchen there and you still have room left. And I think that about wraps up the outside of our van. So now we can go and check out how gorgeous the inside is. So let's go. Well, inside now of our Digger 2, we're going to start at the main bed area, and you'll notice behind me, of course, is this big, beautiful Queen Island bed. You lift that up, you've got all that storage underneath. And overhead, we've got this big hatch. Now, not only does that let all the heat out on a hot summer day, but it brings the outside in, as do these big double glazed windows. And, you know, you might not want the sun first thing in the morning. That's okay. We can block that right out. And if you want to let the breeze through, simply pull down your fly wire and you keep the bugs out. Above the windows here with the off-grid pack, again, we've got 2 Sirocco fans that go at the bed area to keep that breeze pushing through. Behind me, we've got ample storage space in the robes and the overheads. And I do love, as always, we have our hidden handles. It just makes those top cupboards look so nice and tidy. On the bedsides, we've got niches with 12 and 240 points, plus your bedside drawer and storage. Now, if you notice in the corner over there, that is our control center for the diesel heater. Again, that comes with our off-grid pack. It also comes with a remote control and an app on your phone. So very, very handy in cold places like Victoria today. So now that we've finished up the bed area, I think we should move into the kitchen and lounge. Let's go this way. So now I'm at the kitchen of our Digger 2, and yes, obviously you can see it's quite a good looking kitchen, but it's also really functional. So lots of deep overhead storage. Bring everything you want to bring because we got room for it in here. And below that, we've got our standard 3 gas burner, 1 electric cooktop with a mini grill below. Now we have optioned on this van to have extra pot storage instead of having the oven, but of course we can help you out either way you want to go, not a problem. Plenty of storage below, nice deep drawers, along with that big pot drawer below the cooktop that we spoke about. And of course, we've got our slide out pantry. So the lounge area of our Digger 2, as you can see, is quite spacious. We've got a nice, comfortable L-shaped lounge here. If you want to option on your cafe dinette, not a problem, just let us know. So right here I've got my remote control. This is for the Bel Air Houghton split system AC and heating above me, and it does work really, really well. So if you're too hot, flick on your AC, too cold, knock that heat on. Of course, it is a 240 appliance, so you'll need to be plugged into 240 mains connected to your generator, or we can install an inverter for you. Now you've noticed as well, next to the AC unit, I have optioned on a Dometic dust reduction system. That's for the days when you might be traveling down that road that's just a little bit too red and a little bit too dirty for your liking. Positively pressurizes the van to keep that dust out of our way. Now behind me I've got our reading lamps here, and as you can see, lots of 240 points around the van, but under each and every reading lamp there is a USB charging point there for you to keep connected to your devices and your phones. So with the L-shaped lounge, we do have the telescopic table. Telescopic, it rotates all the way around. This is actually really nice if you're working on your computer as well, to just be able to slide things around. It also drops straight down below the seat height cushion there to put a table inlay cushion, so you can make this another bed or just a really comfortable lounge if you'd like. Now when I was out front, I did mention the size of the fridge inside when you couple it with the slide out area for the fridge on the toolbox is a lot of cold storage. We've got a 188 liter three-way fridge. Three-way is gas, electric, or 240. You can upgrade that though to a compressor fridge if you're traveling in hot and humid areas. Might not be a bad thing to do, so feel free to chat with us about that. Above our fridge is our 240 microwave. So again, your 240 appliances need to be running on mains power, going through a generator, or plugged into an inverter. In the Ensuite of our Digger 2, lots of space in here, really comfortable. Plenty of places to put everything that you need to do as far as toiletries, towels, cleaning supplies. It's all here. Plus, we've got a 2.5 kilo top loading washing machine, which I'll show you now once I move my prop. You guys know I'm a big fan of props. So easy access here to get to your washing machine. That's great for those bits and bobs that you want to wash when you're on the road and don't really want to stop off at a laundromat to do. Big spacious shower. Like I said, lots of overhead storage, lots of cupboard storage here. You're really not going to run out of room to put things. So I'm going to get out of the way and let the cameraman show you how much space is in here and in the shower. At the entrance to our Digger 2, we've got our Trek display. Now this is where I can check out how much water's in my tanks, whether that's fresh water or gray water. I can look at how much solar power is coming in and how much power is estimated to be going out. And I can also control the pumps, turn them on or off. That's your water pumps. So it really is an easy place to just get all the information that you need, and it's just in a very handy location as well. So this works with our HA2 battery management system, which is connected to your solar and your batteries.